Good morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome in to Friday Positivity with Ryan Kennel. I'm never going to stop just leaning into that. It's just so funny, especially watching you on Stargrift. Just
hilarious.
Just watching Star Wars Theory's audience, just like they're in pain watching you. Every time you talk, I can feel their pain and their hatred. It would be like, I don't know, it would be like you going over to his audience would be like us having Keith Olbermann just be a panelist on here every day and watch our audience just scream.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, that guy pisses urine, or not pisses urine, cries urine, apparently, according to him.
Yeah,
do you see the community note on that?
Yes.
It was so funny.
I know it. It's so good. But welcome in, everybody. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss.
I do think Stargrift is the biggest Star Wars podcast. Has to be the biggest Star Wars stream or podcast on the internet, right? Has to be.
Dude, like, if you're talking, well, regardless of like numbers, in which I'm sure it is too, like, so you have the biggest Star Wars YouTube channel covering it. You have, in my opinion, the most knowledgeable Star Wars person, you. And then you have Mahler, which approaches everything from this objective standpoint and like looks at the right, like it's actually
storytelling.
It's actually a perfect kind of storm. You know what I mean? Like of personality and setting and everything. It's actually a perfect setting.
There's a lot of different opinions, and like sometimes me and Mahler will have the same opinion on something, but the reasons why we have that are like completely different.
Yep.
And shit like that. So
absolutely. But yeah, I think
it's very positive. You know, it gives me my weekly dose of positivity. Getting to review episodes of the Bad Batch are just, it's what I've always wanted to do.
I think we should off the top mention the horrible news that was received yesterday that Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, passed away on March 1st, but it was reported yesterday. And I'll be honest, like, I'm not a huge Dragon Ball guy, but my goodness, man, the reaction online yesterday was insane. I don't think I've seen, like, in the geek nerd community, I don't know if I've seen like that type of outpouring. I mean, it was everywhere. Everybody was talking about it. And I mean, I don't have to tell the people in the chat, but it's just like, this would be the equivalent of George Lucas passing away at like 60 something. You know what I mean? That's essentially what happened yesterday. Did you see a lot of it from your perspective? I know you're not a big Dragon Ball guy.
I don't think I've ever seen like an episode of Dragon Ball. Obviously, people have been trying to get me to watch it for forever. I famously don't. But I saw a lot of outpouring of love and like shock, and it sucks. I don't. Again, I'm not familiar with anything he's created, but obviously he's an inspiration for a lot of things and for a lot of people, and the characters created resonate with those people. So certainly a sad day for all the fans out there.
Did you play Chrono Trigger?
No.
Oh my gosh. So he's the art. He designed all the characters for like Chrono Trigger. He's had his hands in a lot of different stuff. But yeah, so rest in peace, obviously. And I know the Dragon Ball community and anime manga fans all over the world are just kind of shocked. And I don't know the specifics as to what happened. I think it was like some type of like head injury or something is what was reported from what I understand. I didn't look into the specifics or anything like that. So I don't know if there was like an accident or what. I mean, I'm sure people in the chat can, if there's been any more news, but yeah, that was super, super sad for sure. So rest in peace to the legend indeed. Let's see. All right. So we got a lot of people.
We already have Bert trolling. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. What's Ryan's fondest memory? I don't know, but obviously, much respect and rest in peace. But I don't have a specific memory because I can't
believe you haven't played Chrono Trigger. We got to fix that. You got to play Chrono Trigger on stream. Okay.
Is that what's always in the background of your thing?
That's Chrono Cross. So that's the PlayStation. That's the PlayStation kind of, it's the follow-up, which is not half as good, but it's got such amazing like art, and it's got the intro to Chrono Cross is amazing. The soundtrack's amazing. The game itself's not as good as Chrono Trigger is like one of the greatest games ever made. That was on the Super Nintendo. Today, if you tried to get just an open copy of Chrono Trigger, like goes for several $100s right now for from Super Nintendo. And if you find it in the box, I don't even know how much it's worth in a box. It's crazy. But I'm not a big RPG guy, but Chrono Trigger is just like it's just a different level for me. But I know everybody's wishing me happy birthday. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, unlike Beardo and Jay, I don't do like a birthday month and just go on this like tour.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was hoping nobody even said anything personally. That was like my hope for today. But unfortunately, people found out somehow.
last year I wasn't even gonna do it, and then Krista and Steph are just like, it's Jamie's birthday. I'm like, God, here we go with. Listen, man, I'm a grown ass man. I don't give a shit about my birthday. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like it's a great YouTube grift for people. You know, like
a birthday month.
Jay Beardo
kind of birthday stream, post birthday stream. Fucking 2 weeks after birthday, I'm still feeling the high stream. Like, Jesus, fuck.
Oh, but I do appreciate all of you. Happy 67.
How old are you?
I got something, and it's an interesting number. I'm a certain number, but in November, I wish I was 2 years older.
So you're 45.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And you want to be 47.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and no one thinks I'm 45. No one thinks I'm 45. They all think I'm like younger. But look, man, at some point, one day I'm gonna wake up and just look like Joe Biden, and everybody's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, there you go." So
what a train wreck, dude. Dementia City.
Man, that was rough. The funniest thing,
I only watched like bits and pieces of it. I was like, I can't fucking sit there and watch this guy.
This
like,
right here,
I have someone like in my family that's like dealing with dementia and shit, and it's literally exactly the same.
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah.
Did you watch him like do the walk in and everything?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was, dude. Like that was that's exactly what it was. It was so bad. The whole thing was a train wreck last night watching the state of the dementia. And but yeah, and that was live. We had a great stream over on D-Day Cobra. My voice is like almost gone. I've been streaming so much, and I'm making I got 2 videos coming out for Geeks and Gamers tonight. I'll launch them tonight. So I'll have 2 overnight videos. I want to try to see how it works to have 2 overnight videos tonight. I meant to try to get one ready for last night, but I just the stream went like 4 hours. But yes, all right. So we got things to talk about, but we also have super chats. I'm letting Ryan read super chats so I can save my voice.
Thank you. Yeah, we do have a lot of super chats. We already got a $50 super chat from Tomac. I saw that EA dumped a bunch of their old games onto Steam. So if you're tired of this woke crap, there is all of Command and Conquer and Dungeon Keeper.
On Steam, they dumped a bunch of games. That's cool. I'll have to check it out. Some of the old school EA games are phenomenal. So,
yeah. Tomac is always on top of like every bit of gaming news.
Tomac sending me stuff all the time. I need to bring you on to geeksandgamers.com and start writing articles, Tomac, for all this gaming stuff going on.
Stone Cold Steve for 2, pick for Jeremy 199.
Is that Stone Cold giving the stunner to Biden?
Looks like it. Hercules 199, RIP Akira Toriyama. I hope I'm saying that right.
You are saying it. I believe, yeah.
Jeremy Zodiac sign for 2. Happy birthday. Oh, that's why people were talking about your sign.
Yes,
they thought they knew your birthday was.
So Sophie brought it up the other day on Cobra Cast. She's like, "What? I'm a whatever. So are you? I didn't know that." And I was like, "I don't fucking know what I am. I don't keep up with that. I have no idea. Like, every now and then some chick will bring it up. I don't care about like what my sign is." And then I kind of went on a big rant about like I've been in locker rooms. I've hung out like in break rooms. I've been in gaming lobbies. At no point in time does another grown ass man went up to another man and been like, "What's your sign?" It's usually reserved for men, for gay men and women. That's what
I think I said that. I don't even know if gays do that shit. Like, I think that's too gay for gays to do. I don't know if I've ever heard any man ask another man what their sign is.
Yeah, well, if they did, they'd be called a lot of names that aren't allowed on YouTube. So
even the gays would throw them out. Orozco for 5. Morning, fellas. What's up, Orozco?
Look. Congratulations, ma'am. Your baby is gay. Jeremy's mom's doctor.
You can tell immediately.
Dude, yesterday was like, I don't know if you saw, I'm sure you did because you see everything too, but like the whole battle between Dan Vasc and Gary over that picture.
That is an awful picture of Gary.
It really fucking
like
is.
The hair is the least worrisome thing in that picture.
But did you see the quote that like, so Gary kind of like wrecked him, and then Dan
put out something like these are your teachers or something like that. America, like, how are you letting people like this teach your children? that was the funny one for me.
Well, no, so okay, so I put this tweet out, okay? I put this tweet out last 24 hours. Here, let me expand that real quick. All right, here we go. And so I was like, last 24 hours, you know, Hill versus Babyface was right, all this shit. Then Gary says, you forgot Dan Vasquez gay, because I put Dan Vasquez responsible for all this shit. Dan Vasquez just responds with the picture, okay? It's a bad picture, okay? But then Nerderotic says, no shame in my game. I have a wife, 2 kids, and 3 dogs. You, on the other hand, sing Celine Dion covers, okay? But hang on. Now, usually Gary ratios the fuck out of everybody. You know what I mean? Especially in our sphere. If he comments on your post, he's going to ratio you. You know what I mean? It's just how it is.
Typically.
Hey guys, just got out of prison. I'm moving to San Francisco with my old friend Mel. Oh my God.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit.
Dan's just he knows he's lost now, so he's just trying to be as brutal as he fucking can be. Holy shit. With my old friend Mel.
So Dan is so mad because, listen, Dan, you're the one that talked shit to Gary. You threw down the gauntlet. You challenged him, and it's strategic too. See, this is a double loss for Dan. He threw down the challenge because he knew he had Amazing Grace coming out. All right. And wasn't that the one that he was releasing right around that time?
Maybe.
When he I think it was.
Remember.
And
they got tweeted out by like some fucking general or something.
So he threw this challenge out to Gary strategically when he had this mega viral video, and it's completely backfired on him. Gary's like, and I took that personally. And now Gary has just been crushing it. And now Dan, he's basically like in this desperation mode. He's like, I'm just going to throw shit at everything. But yeah, Gary's like, what? Is Gary only 7,000 away from 1 freaking million?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He was at like 991, I think, the other day when I looked. So he's pretty close.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. I'm hoping to get to 300,000 at some point soon. That's going to be the next milestone for me. I'm never making it to a fucking million. I think I have more views on my channel. This is how pathetic it is. I think I have more views on my channel than Gary does, or at least like very close. And he has like 3 times the amount of subscribers. So that's how often people see my videos and say, nah, I'm good, versus subscribe to Gary because he actually makes like good videos. That's like such a fucking, it's like a cool but fucking depressing thing to see. Let me see if I can find that shit. Let's see.
That's funny. So, I didn't realize you had an equal amount of views.
Fucking close. So Gary has 219 million views throughout the history of his channel. 219 million. I have almost 200 million. I'm at like 199. So we have almost the same amount of views on the channel. Gary has fucking 4 times the subscribers that I have.
I had to hurt Ryan to say 199. That had to 199. Got some
And
199s in the chat now. How many does G&G have? G&G's got over 200, right?
Yeah. Let me check.
I think so.
Probably.
I think. Hell, it would have been a lot more if I would have been making videos for the
You
past
have
2 years.
201 million, so I'm catching up.
Okay.
201 million.
Mm.
Linko Kenobi for $50. What's up, Jeremy? Happy birthday. Last night I was furious after what happened to Stu and tried to stream it this morning, but my stream froze. I'm going to try to make videos to that stream. I just have to figure that out. Anyways, hail to 199.
Hail. What up? Thanks, Linko Kenobi, man. Good luck on everything.
Over
and
on
keep
Rumble.
Keep us updated, brother. My voice is fading. My voice is fading like Biden was fading last night.
They got that dude on so many uppers when he has to come out for a nighttime appearance. It's kind of crazy.
It was obvious when he came out. And they had him all jacked up on it. And then you got Trump tweeting out like the drugs are wearing off.
Yeah, as he gets into the mumbling phase.
Trump did have one that backfired. I'll talk about that tonight. He needs to shut the fuck up about the vax, dude. Holy shit.
Well, he's a prideful man. Let's see. B. Barrett for $2. Happy birthday. Fortnite is still gay. Orozco for 10. Happy birthday, Fig.
This motherfucker, Gary.
Is he in the chat? What's he doing?
No, piece of shit just tweeted this out. Happy International Women's Day and birthday to D-Day Cobra.
It is crazy that your birthday is on International Women's Day.
It's because I am the least sexist person. All right. I'm the least sexist person. That's what it comes down to. In history. I'm the least racist. That's why I can hang out with you. I've offset everything. We bring balance to the force. Okay. I'm the least racist. You're the most racist. So together it's like really balanced.
Well,
that's why.
I won't get into how George Lucas said balance is the absence of darkness, which could sound pretty racist depending on your perspective. Project Taco, member for 5 months. When will we get a State of the Snake Pit 199 speech?
Dude, there's way too much going on right now. All right. There's way too much going on. Every time I refresh, look at this.
Lincoln Riley. Yeah, I know.
Still can't believe he's gone, is what NFL memes posted.
God, that's so fucked.
Holy shit. We are an embarrassment, dude. We are an embarrassment. Anyway, let's try to move on from the politics stuff. Every time I say, like, it's like,
well, you know what else is an embarrassment? Games journalists, Jeremy. Good segue.
Good segue.
We've been talking about Sweet Baby Inc. a lot, and we talked about how in the immediate aftermath of the Sweet Baby Inc. controversy, you knew it was going to happen. You've got these game developers, and you got these consulting firms that are fighting with gamers, that are trying to get gamers banned, all this shit. You knew which side the games journalists were going to take, the ones that have had this insidious relationship with video game developers and companies for over a decade now. You knew they were going to have Sweet Baby Inc.'s back, and the past couple days has only solidified that. The Kotaku article was the first one to kick it off, and that chick has been getting absolutely fucking destroyed, by the way. She's now playing victim. She says, I can't believe all the death threats I'm getting. Ironic, it's on National Women's Day or whatever. It's so cringe. But we've just seen more and more since that time. I don't want that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Now, if you do want to know like where you can actually get the real details about what Sweet Baby Inc. is doing, go to geeksandgamers.com because Alex did a great write-up there. I shared the wrong fucking Sweet Baby Inc. thing.
Yeah, so Alex has been doing a great job, along with, we do have some some new writers that we've brought on too. And that article from Alex specifically, though, is great because it's a direct counter to the Kotaku article where they're basically saying like, Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what some gamers think. And then Alex is like, no, Sweet Baby Inc. does exactly what gamers think. And that's what we want to try to continue to create over there on the website is like, these shill websites are garbage. They have all these garbage people writing for them. And we are over there putting out what needs to be heard from the people without any bullshit around it.
Yeah, and just look at, since then, in the last 24 hours or so, look at all these. PC Gamer, a company called Sweet Baby Inc. has become the target of anti-woke gamers because it offers consultancy work, an industry standard service that's been normal for years. Consultants, not tyrants. Of course, this person immediately went protected on Twitter.
Is this the PC Gamer
article?
Okay, yeah.
Eurogamer, Spider-Man, Alan Wake, ridiculous fishing devs speak up in support of consultancy studio Sweet Baby Inc. After online group claims firm pushing woke agenda into games worked on it. The Mary Sue, Sweet Baby Inc. is under attack due to conservative conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories that are literally what the CEO has said, what their mission statement is on their website. How often have we heard the phrase conspiracy theory when it comes to this shit?
It's on video. It's right there. You can't dispute it. They said it. And then for anybody trying to, if you're so proud of your work, why are you trying to take down the Steam group that's dedicated to linking all of the games you've worked on if you're so proud of your work? Because you know you're guilty of everything all the gamers are saying. This is insane. But again, this is one of those moments that this happens every few months. We will see some big story that kind of exposes all the bullshit that people like us have been talking about for years. And this Sweet Baby Inc. story is huge, and everybody's talking about it now. It's getting traction that I didn't think it could get, and I'm really happy about that. But again, just so everybody understands, they're not like the top of the food chain here. They're just a piece to the puzzle.
They're just one of a multitude of these
so
groups.
Many. Yes, and I guarantee you that this is going to open the floodgates for more of these groups to be exposed and called out.
Diversity is not your enemy in a live service world. Studios aren't forced to add diversity. They're forced to add battle pass and endless grind, leading to worse games and cheap demographic. Now, they changed the title of this article at some point. It was another In Defense of Sweet Baby Inc. title, and that's really what this entire article is. What is Sweet Baby Inc. and why are people so mad about it? The narrative consultant firms increasingly becoming a straw man for why a lot of games haven't quite hit the mark. And like we talked about, this dumb bitch, Alyssa Mercante, who's gone all out, even her racist bullshit that got ratioed. That's what she changed her banner into. Paul Tassi from Forbes has gone all out against gamers over the past couple days. I saw Craig arguing with some video games journalists who said it's clear after the past 24 hours that gamers don't deserve video games.
Jeez.
And Stuttering Craig was, kind of getting into it with him. But it really does feel like back in the Gamergate days with all of these websites, which are much less relevant now, however. Yep. Like, they have been in their death throes for the past couple of years, but it's the same exact tactics, in some cases, some of the same exact people that are involved with this shit, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and they're circling the wagons. And again, this is all just an attack on gamers, the entire industry that they are invested in. But this is why modern gaming does suck generally. Does that mean that there are no good games? Of course not. There are good games out there. There's a lot of good games out there, but modern gaming is being affected by this type of bullshit right here. And hell, I mean, I see Asmongold's now talking about this. He's talked about this multiple times. He even covered the heel versus babyface and Act Man story, which if you want to know who's winning that war, go to Asmongold's comment section. Holy shit. I mean, it's like 95% pro in Asmongold's comments. Act Man has completely stepped in this. And then Asmongold really didn't look at the whole situation either. Not that he took a strong stand, but
it's an Asmongold video.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's just one piece to it. I've seen other people now talking about Sweet Baby Inc. And I think this story is just going to, this is a G4 level moment in terms of traction. And you remember when we first started talking about G4, a lot of people dismissed that. Well, what happened with G4? Now, again, Sweet Baby Inc. is not G4, but it's a G4 moment in terms of the amount of attention that's getting placed on these consultant companies that are involved with gaming, which is what's ruining modern gaming.
And at the end of the day, what all these people really wanted was for Kerbrutus's basically Steam group, his Steam curator, that just lets people know, what things Sweet Baby Inc. has been involved in. Well, they failed in that because they tried to get that taken down. Mass reported that. Didn't work. Here's Cabrutus. This is from yesterday. It's with great pride I say, based Valve. Thank you, Valve Software, for respecting your players' freedom of choice. And thank you, Lord Gabe, for building such an amazing platform for us. We are here to stay. They resolved all of the reports, and the Steam group is not going anywhere. So just complete and total failure from the people at Sweet Baby Inc., and they have really been the cause of their own demise. This would have never happened. Like, this blow up would have never happened if Sweet Baby employees hadn't tried to get gamers canceled simply for letting people know the stuff that they're involved in. That's the reality. Without that happening, you wouldn't have seen the backlash, and you wouldn't have seen it become this big of a news story.
Well, yeah, and it kind of goes back to the whole G4 thing, you know? Like, it was all because Frost made a rant that time was not too good to her rant. In the moment wasn't either, but she basically went on a rant saying that PlayStation was a dead man walking and that the Xbox was going to destroy it. And she got a lot of her facts wrong. And then the comment section was gamers calling her out going, well, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? And so she placed that as a sexist rant, made this sexist rant against gamers, and then it went mega viral. And then the collapse happened. Same thing with this, where you tried to, like, the employees of Sweet Baby Inc. made this. They made this problem by attacking gamers and being ashamed of their own work, and it's just backfired. But again, I want everybody to understand that Sweet Baby Inc., the company and all of that, they're not going to be around much longer. Like, this is going to collapse them. This is going to hurt them. There's so much more out there that I hope that the gaming community can continue to uncover, and we can talk about it and report on it. But this is just the beginning of a much bigger problem that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Let's get to Godzilla's Greaser becomes a channel member. Thank you. Aiden B for 5. Also, Rooster Teeth shut down a couple days ago. Another woke company gone. Yeah, right. That's I saw Craig was trying to buy back Screw Attack or some shit, right?
I talked to him yesterday about it. So I think it would be cool. I won't talk about our private conversation on it, but I did give him my ideas on it.
But you're not gonna expose your private conversation with someone else without their knowledge.
That's it's crazy, weird. Isn't it?
Crazy.
But I really hope he's able to do it, because Screw Attack, for those who don't know, like, Screw Attack was a thing. Craig created Screw Attack a long time ago, and it became this massive thing really before the internet was a big thing. And if you could look back on a lot of the stuff that Screw Attack did, I used to watch Screw Attack back in the day all the time. And so it would be cool if he had ownership of not only the brand Screw Attack, but also like all of that content that they had. And then it opens up potential possibilities. Although I think he said on his stream, like, he just would want to make it available to all the public and everything. But I think it would be cool, man. It'd be cool because, Screw Attack is internet history. It really is. And I think he said yesterday on his stream that he talked to them 2 years ago and they wanted like $200,000 or something. And at this point in time, like, he's really the only person that would have any interest in buying the Screw Attack brand. It's not like
bidding against himself. Yeah.
Right. So it's not like, so at this point in time, you would think that they would just, you would think they would let it go for a cheaper amount. So I guess time will tell. So
Hercules 199. Can we get a Krista cameo? Akira Toriyama.
She was pretty upset about it. She was the one that told me when I was on Cobra Cast, and then all I did is looked at Twitter, and I'm like, holy crap! The internet is going crazy over this.
I think I saw Geekdom 101 tweeted it out as the first place I saw it. Let's see, Devin Soria, member for 3 months. Happy birthday to my favorite fig, Jeremy.
Thank you.
That's all Jeremy's birthday is. People calling him gay, basically. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, that's just a day that ends in Y for Dan, though. So at least on my birthday, I'm getting money for it.
Yeah. Sung gay. Tuesday, wins gay. Mike S. Hangout for $9.99. Recipes to the creator of Recipes. He will be missed, and thank you for being part of our childhood. Thank you, Mike S. Hangout. Christian Rocker for 199. Happy birthday month, you fig. Grift the month. God. Godzilla's greaser. Happy birthday, Jeremy.
Listen, I can't in good conscience just grift a whole month on my birthday. I can grift off a lot of shit, okay, but I can't. That's just breaking like man code at that point to grift a month off your birthday. Oh, I blame Beardo and Jay.
Tobias Nexus for 10. We lost a legend in the field of animation. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama, the man behind Dragon Ball, Dragon Quest, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, and Astro Boy. We are forever grateful for your contributions.
Rest in peace.
Spider Claw for 5. R.I.P. to the great Toriyama, a legend who inspired other creators from Dragon Ball to Chrono Trigger. His work was legendary. He will be missed.
Yeah, I'm not sure many people have I think Dragon Ball worldwide, I would argue Dragon Ball might be bigger than Star Wars worldwide. Not here, but worldwide. I think Dragon Ball might be it might be if it's not the biggest, it's certainly one of the biggest properties ever created.
Yeah, I have no idea about the kind of reach. Obviously, it didn't reach me, but it's massively popular. Dalbro becomes a channel member. Jester of Roanoke, member for 9 months. Happy birthday, Jeremy. No more manly way to celebrate International Women's Day than exploding out of one. May your day be filled with super chats. It's a good way to think about it.
That's a good way to think about it. Yeah, that's true. It's probably Dragon Ball is probably bigger now in the United States after Disney took over Star Wars for sure.
Yeah. General Duality for 10. R.I.P. Toriyama. If it wasn't for him, manga and anime wouldn't be as big, and we possibly wouldn't have the great stories we have now, like One Piece. Happy birthday, Fig. Lord of the Ree for $5 on Rumble. Akira. Akira Himatoma. R.I.P. Akira Himatoma. Cell Saga was peak DBZ, but they nerfed the hell out of Gohan because they realized he accidentally made him more powerful than Goku. Happy birthday, Jeremy. One day closer. Sleep.
It's a perfect day for Ryan. My birthday and a bunch of anime talk. I mean, it's a perfect day and my voice is
an International Women's Day. Bildos for 5. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. I grew up watching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I'm a lifelong fan. Now my girls watch all of it with me. The Shenron on my arm will never be a regret. Time for another tat. And then Ronan for $1. Hail to the G&G ambiguously gay duo. Question: who is Ace? Who is Gary? And who owns the phallic-shaped duo car? Thank you. Let's see. I think we're all caught up around Rumble. Let's go over here. Patrick Bowser for 5. Ryan, have you recorded your audio clip for Stargrift intro? No, I haven't. It's just with Theory and Mahler, and then the thing ends and we say, and Ryan. I feel like that's kind of better.
That is better. And Ryan.
Yeah, and it just like immediately sets the precedent for like what the stream's going to be. I've not recorded it yet. No. Stone Cold's beer cooler for 12 months. I know it might not mean a lot to you guys, but Akira Toriyama helped me become the man I am today, to find strength through struggle. R.I.P. legend.
Well, I mean, I never, like I said, I watched Dragon Ball because Kristen Nova had, basically demanded I watch, and I've watched a lot of Dragon Ball. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Dragon Ball. I think it was Kai. I watched a lot, but she's a huge Dragon Ball fan, so I definitely, because of her and how she's been into it, and she had her little channel there and everything. She was really upset about yesterday though.
Yeah. I saw this super chat. Dave Nunn for 199. Happy birthday, you Alabama gay. Oh, hi Ryan. Hi Dave. It's like the simplest shit is for some reason it's made me laugh. Dom H with 10 gifted membership. Shout out to our man Dom. That's $50 right there.
Thank
SPZ
you, Dom.
For 5. Ryan, attend a furry convention or sing happy birthday to Jeremy live on stream?
We got it, Dom.
Yeah, we just got it, Dom. SBZ, attend a furry convention or sing happy birthday. If I could attend a furry convention and like not tell anybody, like that would probably be preferable to singing happy birthday on a live stream, because that would be embarrassing. Christian Rocker gives a membership. Thank you, Christian. Robert Bro Kier for $20. Happy birthday month, Fig.
Thank you.
To you, Jeremy. Crazy Clown Town for 10. It's my dog's birthday today. Happy birthday. Well, hold on. Crazy Clown Town.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Ryan's a furry. We got him. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
Crazy Clown Town for 10. It's my dog's birthday today. Happy birthday to Mrs. Nerdrotic. Happy International What is a Woman Day. I guess this Fig has a birthday today as well.
Everybody's got a birthday today. What the hell?
A lot of birthdays. RTG85 made a based video on Sweet Baby Inc. This is Taker.
I like RGT85. I felt like he would probably make one. So I haven't seen his video yet. I saw it in my subscription feed today. But again, that kind of shows you like RGT doesn't like focus in on a lot of the stuff that like we do. But occasionally he'll talk about stuff like he did eventually talk about like the G4 stuff. And now if he's talking about the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff, and again, I haven't seen the video yet, but the fact he's even talking about it is good. And that's the level of like how big this has gotten. So it's going to be, there's more channels that I'll be interested to see if they start talking about it, but it's been pretty great to see the blowback happening. Everybody needs to be aware of this shit going on. Everybody. It's not just in video games, by the way. This is happening in all of entertainment. This might be happening in all of everything. I mean, did you see the diversity tires yesterday on the plane, Ryan?
Say that again.
Did you see the diversity tires on the plane that fell off?
The ones that fell?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know how that happened, but yes.
I know how it happened. Diversity hires. That's how it happened. But well, like
I would say if you look at the makeup of people who are doing the maintenance on the planes in general, maybe, but like, I don't think those were the pilot's fault. We'll put it that way.
No. Yeah. But they are they're pushing diversity in the airline industry with the pilots. They're pushing diversity into the military. They're pushing diversity every fucking where. It's insane.
Yeah, God, I wonder how often shit like this happened before we had the internet. Like, how often there was just like a random fucking tire that fell off a plane and it like didn't go viral. Do you know what I mean?
I've talked about this before. I mean, look, social media is a blessing and a curse. But what social media does is it makes you feel like every day is the worst day on the planet. And it's only getting worse. You know what I mean? Because we literally hear about the worst story in the world every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We hear about the worst things that's happening every day, and we're constantly being delivered that information. Whereas
sometimes I'm delivering it.
Most of the time you are delivering it. So as you hear some horrible thing that happens like in another country or something like that, and you see video of it, you're like, oh my God, the world's falling apart. But it is what it is, though. It's giving me and you an opportunity to do something fun, which is bitch about things on the internet. So I guess that's good.
The world will be okay. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. All right.
That was really positive and uplifting. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. Don't worry. It'll be good. Commander Keen for 199. Thank you. Nocturnal. I think that's what this is.
Thank you, Ryan, for delivering my daily crisis.
You're welcome. Mine's just about like Disney or Sweet Baby Inc. or some random story about something. Mine's not about, hey, if you get on a plane with black pilots, you're going to die. Like, that's not what my videos typically are.
That's getting cool.
Probably. Nocturnal for 20. We were born on the same day. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Hail the 199.
Hail. Thank you.
Badger Boy for 5. Jeremy looks great for 45. You should share some tips with Gary at Nerdrotic. He looked like he survived the Great Depression. Hail 199.
Oh shit.
Boog for Mexican fit or 20 pesos. RIP Toriyama turned Women's Month into Dragon Ball Month.
Hey, I like that. I like that idea.
Ministry of Wrongthink for $20. Jeremy, legit thought you were 28. Dang, now I feel gay. Oh well, $20 is $20. Happy B-Day. That is 28. Game Biter for 5. Cobra was so irresponsible last night. He really should have had Gary around to translate Biden's constant brain strokes.
Oh, shit.
Animating Andy. Congratulations, Jeremy Griegs. Watching you both on YouTube and Rumble at the same time. Go get yourself some In-N-Out afterwards.
It'll be Culver's, but it's close enough.
Ryan Miller for 5. It never fails to surprise the woke media outlets are getting desperate to do damage control for Sweet Baby Inc., and it's absolutely pathetic. Yeah, they're out in force. They're just going to embarrass themselves more.
Mm-hmm.
Taker for 2. Forget about Florida Joker. Gary is the San Francisco Joker. So apparently that's the reason why he had green hair, is because it was like for Dark Knight came out. It was like Comic-Con or like something like that. And that makes sense.
The funniest one, though, and I can't remember specifically, but like there's a clip of like there's a video of Gary without his beard, and like Perry Chan's used it before for the intro, and it like shows like people like getting scared as soon as it pops up on screen because it's so jarring. Yeah, that's all it was, though. Of course, dude, that Gary's like mega popular. Like I don't think Gary doesn't understand how popular he is. He is insanely popular. No matter what stream he's on, you know, all of his videos get millions of views. All of his streams get, you know, 7, 8, 10,000 viewers minimum. All of his tweets go fucking viral. Like Gary's just popular. So now that there's something out there to clown on him, that's going to get a ton of traction too. It's the price of being as popular as he is.
To Ferd Turgeson. Member for 7 months. I told Dan to do a metal version of Barbie Girl. He would have won if he did it.
Yeah, I mean he would have. He's just, but too bad. That's what happens. Being retarded.
We gave him a bunch of suggestions.
He's just retarded.
He's too busy playing the new release Skyrim. So he's that's what he's been working on. The Angry Badger for $20. Forgive the grift, but I'd love if everyone here who can please join us tonight at 9 p.m. PST, so that's midnight, to celebrate 1,000 subs and supers and memberships by live streaming the 12th episode of Inside the Badger Den with special guest Nerd Wars.
Nice.
Hey, shout out to Angry Badger. Check it out at midnight
Congrats.
Eastern. Dalish Halfling becomes a channel member. Fable of Man for 5. Never ever asked a man for his sign, but I did pre-order Starfield. On a scale of 1 to gay, where am I?
It's pretty gay. I mean, that's kind of, to me, that's kind of the line right there. If you pre-ordered Starfield, you might as well just suck a dick at that point. You know, that's pretty much it.
Biggles for 5. Another year gayer for Jeremy. Also, his face still burns my eyes. Hi, Ryan. Angry Badger for a month. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Appreciate all you do. Hail the Fellowship of the 199. Also, eat some raw honey for your voice.
Yeah, my voice is shot. What up, Yellow Flash in the chat?
What's up, Flash? Collateral for 5. Thank you guys for all you do. I appreciate your hard work and dedication. Let's not get crazy. Are you trying out the new Fortnite season DDC? Looks amazing. Hail the 199.
Yeah, I have gotten a little burnout on Fortnite just because I'm not the biggest fan of this most recent chapter. It's fine, but it's not what it was when I first started playing Fortnite. But yeah, I mean, I know there's a new update out. I'll probably try it out this weekend and see what it's all about. Hopefully it's improved this chapter, because this chapter kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's been a big downgrade from before for Fortnite. Lord of the Reef for 2. Diversity hires make diversity tires. And then Lord of the Reef for 5. Uploaded my cover of Free Fall into my music video on Rumble, and it's taking off. Almost 1K views in less than a week, which is a huge deal to me. Long Walks music. It's adequate.
That's awesome, man.
Shout out Lord of the Reef on Rumble. We got that one. Happy birthday, Jeremy. We're all living the worst timeline. Someone get a DeLorean and go back in time to fix this. That's from Tobias.
Our favorite furry.
The only one I know. Zalakai for 2. My best friend is gay. He never asks about signs. See? TJ, happy B-Day, you old fig. You got less than a year on me, so I feel your pain, brother. Love you.
Thank you.
Dent Masterson becomes a channel member. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for 5. When historians look back on why Dan Vasc lost the race to a million, they'll say it's because Dan, for some reason, didn't make a Peaches cover. Or I'm just Ken. Like, those were ready-made. Like, Dan was just fucking lazy. That's the truth.
I don't understand.
Or because he's like, what do you say? He's like, I don't want to do things I don't want to do, like, or whatever. Fuck him. Lazy fuck.
What does this mean?
The audience wants to see it. I was raped, Jeremy. I didn't know Starfield had a dick.
I was raped, maybe? Is that what it's meant to say?
Unless Rape Jeremy is a new parody account, but yeah. Raped. I was raped, comma, Jeremy. That's what I assume he meant, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Fuse Souls for 5. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Appreciate all you guys do. Keep calling out the nonsense and weirdos like Sweet Baby Inc.
Will do.
Garbo Films for 5. Check G&G Discord FNT text channel. I linked on test animation I made from last week's FNT. Check out the FNT Discord or the G&G Discord FNT text channel. All right, thanks, Garbo Films. Tomac for 20. Or for a game that came out today, it looks like people are loving Unicorn Overlord. It would fall under games like Fire Emblem. I've actually heard about that game. So
we still got to try Ultimate Chicken Horse.
I don't know.
Ryan is very excited to play Ultimate Chicken Horse.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You texted me that. I'll drop the DMs right now and expose you.
Go for it. You can try.
I saw Axeman was on a stream the other day and he got asked about it, about dropping Mahler's DMs, and he's like, yeah, I fucked up.
Somebody said he deleted the video. Somebody said that in chat like a couple of minutes ago, but I still see it, so he absolutely still has it up.
Yeah.
I don't know why people were saying that in chat, but he didn't.
Yeah. It's pretty shitty thing to do.
Yeah, 100%. I wanted to talk about Jeremy's favorite author for a moment, J.K. Rowling, because something very interesting has happened. It's not exactly a surprise that when J.K. Rowling comes out and says that she agrees with 99.9% of people in the world that biology is real, one of the only things she probably disagrees with the woke echo chamber on, that she quickly became a target for that woke mob. Unfortunately, she's like richer than most people in the fucking world and cannot be canceled, and people still love Harry Potter and love her shit. We saw that with Hogwarts Legacy. We saw that with now Warner Brothers being involved with her again for the Harry Potter reboot. But she got into a little altercation with a transgender person, India Willoughby, who's like a journalist / broadcaster in the UK. Multiple times has gone after J.K. Rowling, a biological male, India Willoughby. But the other day on X, on Twitter, J.K. Rowling misgendered this person. How horrific. J.K. Rowling misgenders trans journalist India Willoughby in grotesque social media post. And it happened here when somebody was replying to her and she was talking about how, really women's spaces should be for women, not for transgender people, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Joanne. So you're saying this lady should use the men's locker room then? And this is India Willoughby. You've sent me the wrong video. There isn't a lady in this one. Just a man reveling in his misogynistic performance of what he thinks woman means. Narcissistic, shallow, and exhibitionist. Someone then followed up. If India Willoughby's a misogynist, why she become a woman? Think. India didn't become a woman. India is cosplaying a misogynistic male fantasy of what a woman is.
Holy shit.
So pretty brutal, right? We are now living in a... Go ahead.
How can JK be so fucking on point on this one issue and be so fucking such a lunatic on everything else?
Well, like this isn't like, to be honest, this is not something that should be about like right versus left, which is always gonna be a split, right?
Yeah.
We are talking about like she's arguing about it in like women's prisons and things like that. They shouldn't allow criminal men who are, pretending to be women in there so they can fucking rape women. Like, this is what we're talking about. This is like how these arguments are starting. But this is what truly a clown world we live in right now, because these are now the headlines. J.K. Rowling reported to the police over pronouns. Our broadcaster says she reported J.K. Rowling to the police over alleged transphobia as Harry Potter author threatens harassment claim. Like, this is where we are. This biological man, India Willoughby, has called the police and reported J.K. Rowling for a hate crime. Let's listen to some of this.
J.K. Rowling has definitely committed a crime. I'm legally a woman. She knows I'm a woman, and she calls me a man. It's a protected characteristic, and that is a breach of both the Equalities Act and the Gender Recognition Act. She's tweeted that out to 14 million followers. If you check out the accounts that have been responding to me on the back of that, her trigger, it's absolutely disgusting, putrid, some of the worst abuse I've ever seen on social media. And I know I'm at the center of it, and I might be a little bit biased.
Well, what are you going to do about this?
What am I going to do about it? Well, I've been to the police and I've reported it as an issue.
I've been to the police and I've reported that someone that I was born a man, you know, I now identify as a woman. Someone called me a man and I reported it to the fucking police. Now there is a community note on here. India Willoughby claims misgendering is a hate crime because gender is a protected characteristic. However, the protections provided are against discrimination, not biology. This is not a hate crime. This is not anything. J.K. Rowling's not going to get in trouble for this. But she then went on a rampage and said, hey, I've been told that I could actually sue India Willoughby for harassment and defamation, things like that. Shows a bunch of screenshots of her actually misgendering a trans woman because they didn't feel the same way as she did about some shit. Like, it's such a fucking joke. She ended up getting into it with the reporter who took part in this too, because even the reporter in a video accidentally misgendered India Willoughby too. It's a fucking like hilarious world that we live in right now. And she just, throughout the entire thing, she just keeps repeating. This is one of the funniest things, actually. I want to go to the end where what she compares it to.
And for J.K. Rowling to deliberately, and that is the key word, misgender me, knowing who I am, is grossly offensive. It is a hate crime, and it should be treated just as somebody calling a black person the N-word or an Asian.
So there's a couple layers to this. One, I don't think that calling a black person the N-word is a hate crime, right? I don't think that's actually a hate crime. Two, it's not the same thing at all.
It's not.
It would
even
be like
close.
It would be, even from like the most generous perspective, it would be like calling a black person white, right?
Yes.
You like go up to a big black guy and be like, what's up, whitey, or something.
Yes.
Like that would be equivalent. But really what we're talking about is going up to a black person who claims that they are white and calling them black.
Yes.
Like that's the actual comparison.
Dude, this right here just puts it into perspective how ridiculous all of this shit is. And listen, I don't like J.K. Rowling. I don't respect her. I think she's a terrible person, but she's 1,000% right on this particular topic. And, you know, there's got to be a line, and we're way over that line. We've been way over that line a million times. And I mean, is she the richest woman, like self-made woman? Like without getting like, you know, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, without marrying Jeff Bezos and then divorcing him.
Is she the richest woman?
I have no idea what her net
inheritance
worth is.
And shit like that. I would imagine she's got to be up there, like in terms of without inheritance or divorce or something like that. Oh yeah, Oprah. Oprah's probably richer. Yeah, Oprah's probably richer. So you got, but she's right there. Like JK has got to be at least top 5. You know what I mean? Like I said, without inheritance, without divorce, shit like that. So you're talking about one of the most powerful.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, is she a billionaire?
I don't fucking know. I don't know how much J.K. Rowling has either.
Yeah. But yeah, well, J.K. Rowling is a billionaire. I just don't know like how many times over or whatever. Yeah. So ultimately, you've got mega powerful people. We heard like Alex Jones was talking to Tucker Carlson last night about Elon Musk and how Alex was basically saying like, Tucker, you're the biggest guy in media. And he's like, and then there's all these other people that are kind of below you. He's like, Elon's bigger than all of us. You know what I mean? He's bigger than all of us. And what he has created in terms of like letting people talk and like that is shifting the narrative. We have to have more of this stuff, man, because people can't be silent on this shit anymore, because you're going down a very, very, very dark path of like nonsense and clown world, and you not being able to call someone the proper gender, like, and the things you pointed out right there, Ryan, about how this weirdo tries to claim it's like calling a black person the N-word, is like, that's literally not what it is. Here's what it really would be. And how dumb does that sound? This is crazy. So trying to call the police on somebody for misgendering.
For
what?
Intentionally misgendering. Now, listen, the UK has some weird fucking rules, right? There's a lot, there's laws in the UK that I think we here in America would be like, how the fuck could you actually get in trouble for that? That's crazy. But that is not one of them. You cannot go to jail for misgendering somebody. Unfortunately for the lunatics out there. But India Willoughby has gone after J.K. Rowling several times. She's claimed that she's more of a woman than J.K. Rowling is before. And regardless how many surgeries you have or how you change your driver's license or whatever, like, if you want to identify as that, most people aren't going to give too much of a fuck, just go about their day. But it's when it's this incessant need to be validated by everybody else and to compel everyone else's speech or to force your way into spaces you don't belong in, like, that's when it becomes an issue.
I don't really understand this comment. It says, how could Jeremy not like J.K. Rowling? He seems to always dislike somebody he's not personal with. I don't know exactly what it means by that, but J.K., I don't like J.K. because she says stuff like, she called PewDiePie a fascist like years and years ago at his peak. For what? Like, she tweeted out PewDiePie is a fascist. She hates Donald Trump. She hates Trump supporters. She hates anybody that pretty much, again, she agrees with 99% of these fucking freaks. You know, she is a leftist psychopath. She just has one good take. And a lot of conservatives take that one position. They're like, JK standing up against the left tyranny. And it's like, no, she's not. She's actually not. So I think she's just Mark Hamill with a good take. That's essentially what she is. She's Mark Hamill with a good take.
All right. Where are we? I said that from Tomac. Jens Jurgensen, member for 29 months. Dan Vasquez, the god of mischief. Bill Sotheby, member for 22 months. Happy birthday, Jeremy. It's my 40th today as well. Hey, happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday.
Fable of Man for $20. Here's a few bucks for B-Day Cobra. The figotry is strong with this one. B-Day Cobra.
Birthday Cobra. I like it.
A feline named Vijay for $2. G&G Daily, hosted by The Fig and his angry seaman. Axel Jessen for $1.99. Happy birthday, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Green-haired anti-liberal for $20. Says, finally got past my nerves and streamed solo on my channel last night. Want to thank you guys for motivating/inspiring me to do more on here. Simple one, reading books to everyone, but I enjoyed it immensely. Started with Animal Farm. Well, that's awesome. Green-haired anti-liberal. Shout out to you.
Yeah, congrats. It's not like when we sit here, like when me and Ryan and others sit here and talk about how streaming's easy, it's because it's at this point. Like, we've been doing it for a long time. You know, when you're first starting out, though, you have to figure things out. You have to kind of get in the flow. You have to understand things. We were trying, especially with people like Hassan and all these clowns, talking about how it's who was that one guy, the Fortnite streamer Clicks? He said he was comparing like gaming, being a professional gamer to a real job. It's like, well, first of all, being a professional gamer is different than being a streamer. You know what I mean? Like, if you're at the top of a like competitive gaming scene, like that's legit. You know what I mean? Like, you have to actually put the time and the effort and energy to train and practice and compete against other people that are skilled. Being a streamer is not hard. Just isn't. It's the easiest gig in the world compared to a real job. It just is.
GMU alum for 10. Hey, Jeremy, happy birthday. Been watching your content for a while. My birthday is on the 21st, but instead of being 42, I decided I'm now aging backwards. Man,
Benjamin
you can
Button.
identify however you want. Sir Hat for 2. Didn't know Jeremy was Mrs. Nerdrotic. Makes sense. Jay Real for 10. RIP to the king of anime manga. Now we must protect our queen in the name of the moon. The Sailor Moon? I don't know. Mexican Iron Man, member for 53 months. It's a long time. I'm so sick of diversity crap everywhere. I don't even want to be Mexican anymore. P.S. Happy birthday. But if you keep hanging out with me, you'll lose your Mexican card. So you'll have exactly what you want. Kyle Denson for 199. Jeremy, I hear you're that fig today. Movie times today. Remember for 10 months. I like Jeremy. He's one of those older guys, not this out in pride new generation. Happy birthday, you fig.
Thank you.
He is an older guy. Golden Nuggets for 5. Happy birthday, Jeremy. You real one, brother. Pistol Pete for 199. Thank you. Lower Lips Liquor member for 4 months. It's common for stuff falling off planes. I was a radio man in the Navy, and they would send out weekly reports of stuff falling off. It was a big list. Yeah. Neo Nimbus for 10. Rest in peace to the legendary Akira Toriyama. Gremlin Anku for 11 months. You guys see the new episode of Animation Vault? I did not. Yorozuya for $50.
50.
The kind of influence and aura Toriyama had is something that will probably never be matched. We have presidents in foreign countries paying respect and even holding public mourning for him. Truly a legend among legends. Rest in peace.
I agree with that. I mean, again, as someone that is not plugged into that fandom, I do feel like Dragon Ball is probably arguably the, like someone else said Pokemon might be bigger. Chat, do you think Pokemon is a bigger worldwide or Dragon Ball? But I think those are the two that are probably the biggest properties worldwide, and the outpouring for Dragon Ball has just been insane since his passing. So yeah, there's gonna be an interesting debate in the chat now. All right, you know what, we're gonna put a poll in the chat. We're gonna put a poll in the chat and see what everybody says.
Gremlin Anku for $20. Happy birth year, Jeremy.
Happy birth year. Yeah, it is my birthday year. So just send me money every day. If you just send me money every day to celebrate my birthday, that would be cool. I'd be okay with that.
Eric K for 2. Happy birthday, Fig.
Thank you.
Pistol Pete for 199. You should start covering BJJ star Craig Jones. We'll take a look at it. Notorious FIG for $10. What up, Fig Nation? Where are my figures at?
Oh boy. All right, there's the poll in the chat right there. We'll see who wins.
Tobias for 5. Yes, the police. They care so much about your pronouns. They will probably just put this thing and do not respond list. Maybe. They might call J.K. Rowling or something and be like, hey, we got this report, just so you know. But other than that, I don't think anything's going to happen. Chris Bolts for 5. Yes, telling the truth is a hate crime, but lying is no longer a crime. Peace is wasted on Western civilization. Dragon Dan for 5. Happy International Women's Day to What's Your Excuse, Mom? That triggered so many land whales 10 years ago.
Yo Pops for $100. 100. Holy shit. Happy birthday, Jeremy. I wanted to say something funny, but I'm too hungover to think, so I'll just say happy birthday, bro. Thank you, Yo Pops. And you guys, we had a great Cobra Cast last night. You guys are way too supportive and generous of what we do here. It's amazing. The poll in the chat is 51-49 Dragon Ball right now.
It's pretty close.
This is close.
Crit Nature for 10. Ackman is exactly the type of guy in school who bullies you. When confronted, you get the, oh, come on, man. It's just all fun. Don't be serious. Also, R.I.P. Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, I don't like the act, man. I don't like him at all. I watched some of his interview yesterday with that one guy, and when he was asking, the guy was asking him what happened, Actman once again. Now, maybe there was a later point in the show where he, and I want to leave that possibility open, maybe there's a later point in the show where he did it, but when the initial conversation happened where that guy was asking him what happened between him and Az, he completely left out that he called as a gorilla-shaped man who needed to be shot with a bear tranquilizer is what started this whole thing. And he continues to leave that out every time. When he made his video about it, when he's asked about it, he completely leaves that out, and he leaves those details out because he knows it's going to make him look like the piece of shit that he is. He leaves it out every fucking time. It's so disingenuous. And that's what he does. So I'm probably going to make a follow-up video on it. Pisses me off.
Lord of the Reef for $1. I might be a musician, but unlike Dan Vask, I'm not gay. B. Barrett for 2. That's not a broadcaster because he's not a broad. Oh, that's a good point. Badger Boy for 5. J.K. Rowling's an insufferable leftist on every single issue except for the trans topic. She got destroyed a decade ago for her open order rhetoric. Chikara for 50. Who on G&G is taking one for the team so Jeremy gets laid on his birthday?
Beardo keeps texting me. So I keep telling him no. So
it's a good thing you're not in town right now, or Beardo might just make an appearance. Taker for 5. I thought Daly was gone for good when Jay ranted that the chat was saying he's not as doable as Ryan during Jay's first appearance on the show. What? I don't even remember that. Roland New for 5. Happy birthday, buddy. Also love Stargrift, Ryan. You guys really are the best show. You guys are really the best show Theory's done since his 24-hour charity stream. Hail. Well, thank you.
Hail. Right. The poll right now is 52-48. Dragon Ball has taken a slight lead. I will end it at the 5-minute mark. We're at 3 minutes now.
MJ UK 84 for Canadian 2. Happy birthday, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Elena Walker for 20. I got misgendered all the time. I had short hair when I worked at Walmart. Never threw a tantrum, but these ladies look so scared like I was going to throw down because of misgendering. Tantrum people. Yeah, like it's something that happens in like the everyday world as well. But it's not. People like that got to be less focused on what everybody else is calling them. They obviously have fucking problems in their own heads and with their own fucking lives. Stop making everybody else trying to call you what you think you should be. Golden Nuggets for 2. JK does have a marvelous set of asses. Yeah, she got nice tits for her age, I suppose.
Yeah, I found that out when I was made a video about her, and there's a couple of good shots of her for thumbnails. I'm like,
yeah, like red carpet. Yeah.
100%.
Dalish Halfling for 199. Thank you, Dalish Halfling, and we're all caught up.
All right, so we have the poll is at 4 minutes right now. It is now back 51-49. Dragon Ball with a slight lead on Pokemon. But at the end of the day, I would think those two properties are, let's see. Sir Hat says Pokemon is undoubtedly bigger, but Dragon Ball Z is more important.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I think Pokemon's like bigger, but those, for the most part, when you're talking about Pokemon, other than the like show, it's not really like narrative driven or anything.
Yeah.
It's a very different property.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at the end of the day, RIP again to Akira Toriyama. And I know that the reactions is going to be crazy. I've seen so much stuff on social media about this. Just the reaction, everything that they're going to be honoring and paying respects. And it really is pretty inspiring, honestly. I mean, the guy created something that just matters to so many people. And yeah, 68 years old. That's that's way too young. And you like, how old was Stan Lee when he passed? You remember?
No, old.
Yeah, so that was the whole Stan Lee
that was after he was like in a home and his family was like taking advantage of him and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like 68 and from what I understand, according to Krista, Akira Toriyama was actively working on multiple projects. He's in the middle of multiple projects right now for Dragon Ball, which is crazy. There was a lot of stuff in the works. Okay, so he was in his 90s. Stan Lee was in his 90s. Yeah, so this guy was like 68, and I don't know if it was, again, I think there was like some type of head injury is what that was in the release that they had, but I don't know the specifics of it. But it's sad. It's super, super sad. Filthy Robot says, happy birthday, brother. By the way, when is the Vegas meetup? April 10th and 11th. RSVPs are completely sold out. When we say sold out, it means, that it's no more available spots.
Probably just say booked up.
Yeah, booked up is better. Yep, he was in the middle of several things. Man, that's super sad. Super, super sad. All right, so we are going to end it there. I'll be live for Cobra Cast tonight. We got Friday Night Tights over on Nerdrotics channel. Axel Jensen says, R.I.P. Toriyama, the King of Mexico. I don't know what that's in reference to. Let's see. Did Captain some Ting Wong get demoted to safety technician. Some Ting Wong, those diversity hires, man, I'm telling you. I got that one.
And then we got that one already. So, all right. We're all good.
Thizzle on Rumble says, Jeremy, I watched you since Star Wars The Last Jedi when I would search YouTube for anything up to date on the subject every day, and I found you. But as you grew, I'm glad to know you support and get the America First movement. So happy birthday. Thank you, Thizzle, for the $8. Yeah, I mean, obviously I try not to do too many politics over here unless it's connected to the entertainment world. Sometimes things transcend, like talking about the State of the Union last night and all of that. I think that kind of transcends pop culture because everybody was talking about it. But if you want more political stuff, my D-Day Cobra channel is where that happens, and it will be happening tonight over there tonight for Cobra Cast 199. Ryan, what do you got going on?
Nothing. I guess we got FNT coming up. That's pretty much all.
Yep. And again, I appreciate all of you guys, all the love, all the birthday wishes, greatly appreciated. I wish I had a birthday month like Jay and Beardo, but I just, little old me only gets one day. So I just try to make the most of it. And, but other than that, I'll see you guys later. Hail to the 199. Happy birthday. Thank you. Or happy birthday. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Ryan, thank you for your positivity. It's infectious, and we all should strive to be more positive like Ryan. Do you have any tips for us on positivity before we leave?
Not really. Just if you're feeling down, think about how much shittier someone else's life is than yours.
Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later.